Hello everyone and welcome to a Cyclone InCYders online special edition here from Kansas City at the Big 12 tournament here at the Sprint Center. Kody Peterson, Alex Halstead, and Dean Burhow-Gall, the Iowa State Daily here. Guys, I just want to talk about this game today. I mean, obviously a huge win for Iowa State, first win for them since 2005. A really key win for them, and a win that's propelling them into a potential higher seed in the into the NCAA tournament. You guys, just talk quickly about what this win means to this team.
Well, I think one thing that it showed is that they're able to come back. I mean, they were down by as many as 14, I think 8 at halftime. Their biggest lead their biggest deficit at halftime before that was Yale, 8 points. And there was a point we talked about during the game where it's like, are they going to even get the defensive stop? Yeah. And finally they start to get them at 7 minutes, 42 seconds. They go on a 25-6 run through the rest of the game. And for them to go on that run, I think, was pretty impressive. And I think a little bit shocking the way that they weren't getting defensive stops.
Weren't hitting threes throughout most of the game. Only had two in the first half, I believe. But then a couple big ones. Chris Babb, Tyrus McGee really stepped up. And Will Clyburn, Dean, really stepped up for Iowa State today.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting how Iowa State finished because it's something that we've really never seen before. I mean, we've seen them close games, but we never seen him run away with the game, and that's really what it was. Like Alex said, they finished on 25-6 run. They finished the last 7:52 of the game, going 7 of 10 from the field, made all 7 of the free throws, went 4 of 6 from 3 after starting 3 of 20 from 3. And then the biggest thing was that defensively, they didn't let Oklahoma score a field goal in the last 8-10. Yeah. Of the entire game, which was something that we've really never seen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is that not only did they make the run to come back, but they really stepped up defensively. Yeah. Like he said, 6 points, and they were all free throws. Oklahoma just couldn't get anything going, and Melvin Outjum had some key offensive rebounds or defensive and offensive rebounds to make sure that Oklahoma didn't get a lot of second chances.
And they're going to need that defense coming up tomorrow against Kansas. We knew coming in, looking at the schedule, that there was that chance if Iowa State got past Oklahoma that they were going to face the Jayhawks once again. Obviously, 2, Kody, big games this season, 2 upsetting losses if you're an Iowa State fan. You know, the McLemore banked-in three-pointer. Elijah Johnson just scores 34 points on you, and a controversial flop call at the end, no call there on George Niang. But, I mean, how big is this game, Kody? And do you expect Iowa State to come out on top?
It's obviously big, and I think the players and coaches didn't dodge the question at all after the game. Kansas hadn't won yet, and they went right to it, said they've been waiting for this, and that they're going to be ready.
Guys, quick thoughts on Kansas.
One thing I thought was funny, somebody asked Bill Self after Kansas won today, is it going to be tough playing a team that might be on the bubble? And Bill Self interrupted him and said, they're not on the bubble. It's 2 tournament teams playing tomorrow. So Iowa State's not playing for that. They're not playing for the NCAA tournament. They're playing, for a Big 12
redemption
championship and redemption. And it's tough to beat a team 3 times. I mean, we saw the women did it. Iowa State women did it to Oklahoma last week. But it'll be interesting to see because it is, I think, tough to beat a team 3 times. And another thing Self mentioned was Iowa State's such a tough matchup because they make Withey go at the top of the, beyond the arc, and Kansas doesn't want him to do that.
I'm interested to see what they do at the beginning of the game, whether they come out quickly, because they haven't done that in the last couple. I mean, besides West Virginia, you think about their big games, though, they've had to battle back, so I'm just interested to see what team comes out at the beginning, whether they start hot on the road, at a neutral site, whether they shoot well, or whether they have to try to play catch-up with Kansas the whole game, which is something that they're not going to do.
It's going to be a great atmosphere, too. I mean, Kansas is going to travel well, Iowa State will travel as well.
The fans are going to come in. If they weren't here for the Oklahoma game, they're definitely going to be here for the Kansas game.
Iowa State fans are thirsty for some blood, I think. They wanted this matchup more than anyone, I think.
That was the best quote from Will Clyburn. He said that, what did he say? They're hungry, they're really ready for some revenge, for some payback. That's what it was, payback.
I'm interested to see, actually, if there's a controversial call, what things fly from the stands.
Hopefully not literally.
Should be interesting. 6:30 tomorrow here at the Sprint Center. Hope to tune in for that. Thanks for watching this special edition of Cyclone InCYders.